Here are top 8 first date mistakes you've been making. Now, we all know that the dating pool is hectic. There are a lot of people in the dating pool. Now, what can you do as an elegant woman, as a sophisticated lady, to differentiate yourself, to stand out? Remember, an elegant woman is an intentional woman. Number one mistake is asking or receiving money from him. Now, on a first date, you're not expected to receive any money from him or to ask him for any money. Whether it's money to get a nice dress, whether it's money to get yourself to the venue of the date, whether it's money to get your hair made, you don't want to be asking him for money. You don't want to be receiving money for him. It's okay if he sends you a lovely dress that he thinks you'd like, for the date, for you to wear for the day. That's different. But for you to ask him for money simply because, oh, you're broke, or you know you don't have enough money to get your hair made, that is a no. It's giving lack of class. It's giving, you know it's just not giving at all. It's not giving the right vibes at all. Um, yes, there are situations where a man will ask you out on a date and you don't have money to, get that nice dress or get your hair made and all of that. What you should do in such a situation is to reschedule, you know, thank him for the thank him for the date, for asking you out on a date, but that, just tactfully decline and then reschedule. Move the date to a time where you feel you would have enough funds to transport yourself there or to make your hair or to get a nice dress. Number two mistakes I see a lot of girls making is wearing that overly sexy dress, coming out almost naked on a date. Yes, you want to look sexy. Trust me, he already sees you as a sexy lady. He already sees you as a beautiful lady. That's why he even asked you out on a date in the first place. So you don't want to do too much. Yes, you have to look nice. Don't get me wrong. Yes, you can look sexy, but do it with tact. Don't reveal too much. Leave a little for his imagination. Don't show him all your boobs, show him reveal all your laps. No, 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 no. Allow him to wonder what is underneath that dress. Just give him just a little bit, you know, for him to want to see more or want to get to know you more. So don't overdo things. Don't wear this overly revealing, overly transparent dress, or the dress that reveals almost all of your boobs. No, no, no. That's a no. Now, another mistake I see girls making is just not being nice, just not being polite to the waiter or to whoever serves you the food. The truth of the matter is, and this even goes both ways. If I'm out on a date with a guy and he's rude to the waiter or he's rude to, you know, the little people around, then I might want to, it starts registering red flag to me, because if you're treating people, random people like that, then it just goes to show the kind of person that you really, really are underneath. Of course, because you're asking me out, you obviously have to be nice to me, but I'd really know who you are. The best way to learn who that person is how they treat people around them that really don't matter to them, that really have nothing to offer them. So you might want to, as a lady, be nice. I'm not saying pretend, because naturally you should be nice to people anyway, So be polite, be nice. And this also goes for how we relate to the man himself. He might ask you a question that you're not comfortable with or that you think is a little off. But the way you respond, don't go using colorful words on him. Just, respond gracefully and with tact and let him know that, oh, you don't appreciate this, on the first date or all of that. So be very mindful of how you relate with people. Be nice, don't be rude. Another mistake I see a lot of girls, ladies making is gluttony. Now, you want to go on a date. He's invited you to this really fancy restaurant that you've been aching to go to, that you've been dreaming of going to, and you know that their menu is fabulous. You've been, anxious, to try it out. But then you go there and then you start eating like a grub. You lose your class when you do that. You know, you want to, my advice is to make sure that you have something at home. Make sure you eat something before going on that date, so that you don't end up eating like you've never eat, like you haven't eaten before, or because you're hungry. Now, on the flip side, you also don't want to go there and act like you don't want to eat, or just end up playing around with the food and not actually eating, because that's also is also wrong, because I don't want to invite you somewhere, spend money paying for that meal, and then you don't eat it, you don't touch it, or you just take a little bit out of it. No, eat, but eat like a lady should. Eat like a lady is supposed to. That also goes for drink. You want to make sure that you just take a little bit, you don't drink too much, you don't end up drinking more than you can take, more than your body can handle, so that you know you don't end up doing something that you naturally didn't plan on doing. And so that just for your safety also, so that you're very conscious of what's going on around you. Now, the next mistake I see a lot of ladies making is, this one is, okay, I'm going to say that I'm a very traditional lady, and I don't believe in going home with a guy on the first date. I don't know what you think or what you feel, but personally, I say it is a no-no. I know we are all getting modernized and we are all, you know, but the truth of the matter is, I feel as an elegant lady, our standards are different from the regular ladies. If you want to be an elegant lady, a sophisticated lady, a lady of class and of value, you don't go home with a guy simply because he asked you out on the first date. No. The truth of the matter is, you want to take your time, you want to get to know this person first before getting intimate with such a person. Yes. Now, the next point is the one mistake I see that a lot of ladies do is that they go on a date and then they just have conversations just for the sake of it. They joke around, they play around, almost like they're just gisting the whole date. No, the purpose of an elegant woman, remember, an elegant woman is an intentional woman. She's not there to waste her time. She's a busy woman. She has things to do. Now, if she takes out time to go on a date with a guy, it's because she thinks that the guy, there's a chance that he might be the one. So you want to go on that date and have proper conversations that would lead to you determining, to be able to determine if, oh, I want to go on a second date with this guy. Oh, I see this guy as someone that I can relate with. I see this guy as someone that we can be compatible. And as such, okay, based off of this first date, I can agree to having a second date with him based off of our conversation on this first date. So an elegant woman is an intentional woman. The whole point of going on that first date is to be able to converse with this guy and get a read of where he's at emotionally and mentally. Another mistake I see ladies make on a first date is talking about your exes. No, it's a no-no. Remember, you're on a date with this new person. You want to get to know the new person, and you want that person to also get to know you, to know if this relationship, this date can progress into a second date, and who knows, into a relationship. So you want to focus on yourselves, getting to know yourselves, learning more about each other, on that first date as much as you can. So talking about your ex to a new person, to a possible new partner, is a no-no, except where they ask you about that ex. And then even when they do that, you want to make sure that you stick to answering that question based off of that particular, you want to respond based off of that particular question. You don't want to now go and start talking about the whole relationship, or go and start talking about your ex, you know, and the whole period of the relationship in its entirety. No, we want to stick to answering, responding to just that one question that that person asked. And when you're talking, when you're even talking about that ex, try not to be too mean. Yes, that ex messed up. Yes, that ex is annoying and all of that, but you don't want to come off as a very bitter person. You know, they must have hurt you. Yes, that's understandable, but don't make it seem like they're the devil. And of course, you love this person, so the person must have been good to you at some point in the relationship. You get, so just, you know, be a bit surfacey when you're responding, you know, about your ex to a new possible partner. Now, last on my list is going with a friend, taking your friend along on a date. That is a complete no, 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 no. If a guy invites you on a date, it's because he wants to get to know you, not you and one other of your friend or two other friends. That's wrong. And the truth of the matter is, you want him to, you bring that friend along, and of course, you want him to also, you know, foot the bill for that also, for that friend also. That's a complete no. So, as an elegant woman, as a woman of class and value, you don't want to do that. You want to go on that date. Now, I can understand if you're, you know, worried or scared and you don't want to go alone. So you want to bring a chaperone. You want to bring your friend as a chaperone on that day. That's fine. But you want to be strategic about it. You want to make sure that your friend is somewhere is seated somewhere strategically away from you, but in a position that's good enough for her to see and, you know, watch whatever is transpiring between you and that guy, so that you're also, you know, sure that you're safe because your friend is looking out for you. And then you want to also make sure that, you know, you sort out your friend, you know, before meeting up with the guy. You want to handle her bills before, you know, sitting on the table and meeting with your date. So I hope you loved this topic, and I hope it was something that you could learn one or two things from. If you did, do like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.